photos.
I'm feeling a bit scared of what you might say. What if he says he can't help me? What if he says he can't do anything?
I'd be very surprised if he couldn't say.
I know. I was
or
thinking,
do.
you know what I'm like though. Like my mind
Yeah.
spirals.
Yeah.
So yeah, what if he, says no, you can't have it, or he can't help me. I have to find another surgeon. You never know. Like, some people just.
If he says that, we'll find another surgeon.
Okay, fine. It's fine. Let's go.
Second attempt.
Second attempt. Finally gonna get my consultation for my boobies. So my nose always goes red naturally, which is really annoying. I always have this red dot, so I always put blush on my nose just to try and cover it up a bit more, just because I don't want to wear a heavy amount of makeup to cover my flaws, just because I don't need to. I take care of my skin so well. It's just a skin condition that I've always had, and just leave it. I just might as well incorporate it into my makeup instead of trying to hide it. I love organisation. I like things being in a certain way, and this for me is a sign of my mind not being in the healthiest of places. But this just goes to show how I organise everything. They just look really nice with outfits. Here is the Ngoti that my nanny gave me when I was 13. So it's obviously Asian gold. They bend very easily, but I've had it for such a long time and I love wearing it. Just a nice little reminder of her. So anyway, I'm sure she wouldn't approve of me now. So she'd probably disown me. She'll say, Toba, kuri gandi kam karni. Anyway. Hi. I'm Alia Yassin. I'm 26 years old and I'm a sex worker. Oye hoye, kanjari, gashti, aur kya hai? I just started a profile on OnlyFans and then it kind of went from there. The long story to it is I was married. I was working full-time as a bank manager, and I unfortunately was in a situation where my money was constantly getting drained by my ex-husband. And I love showing off and I love taking selfies, love taking pictures, and I did get to a point where, because I had no intimacy in the relationship, that I would go online and take pictures, nude pictures as well, and I'd post them to certain servers and then see what reactions I would get from other people just to make myself feel attractive. So I got caught doing that from the ex-husband, and time went on, and I said a couple of times, because I saw a few articles here and there of these OnlyFans girls making quite a bit of money, and I just thought, don't really see many Pakistani girls doing pornography or selling pictures online. So I thought, okay, why don't I give it a go? So 3 or 4 times I said to him, what do you think about me doing this? It will start off with just my feet and then we can kind of see where it goes from there. But when they all found out I was Pakistani, it kind of escalated from there and I got quite popular. So I then went from feet to nudity to full nudity to then making pornography videos. So in my life, the events that have happened to make me who I am today, my dad leaving. My dad leaving was the best thing he could have ever done. He wasn't a very nice guy. And a lot of people now would probably end up calling, a helpline. But yeah, the relationship with my dad, it's really hard to even explain it. So for me, growing up, I've had a very, very religious upbringing. I was made to wear the hijab, and I was bullied quite badly at school as well because I was quite fat. I had very wonky teeth. We were getting hated on at school. Our hijab would get pulled. We still had boys trying to touch us anyway, like it wasn't making a difference. And the way that the women were treated in the household, especially like my mom said she was pregnant with my brother, so this is baby number 2, and her water had broke in one of the back of the cars, my uncle's car, and because of that, she was hit because her water broke from being pregnant. So yeah, my mum said she was hit and she was shouted at, and she was then made to clean the car before they took her to the emergency room to say, yeah, you're having your baby. Another time as my mum's went into labour again. I think this is either baby number 3 or 4, I can't remember which. And it was like 2 o'clock in the morning, and my dad kicked her out of bed saying, you're making too much noise, go downstairs. It made me think that, you know, why are we being so repressed? Why, you know, why do men get away with anything pretty much? I just got this hate comment. It's pretty bad.
Yeah.
It's pretty bad.
Nothing new there.
A good brother like Kandil Balochas pays you a visit. Make sure you check up who Kandil Balocha is.
Right.
So, Kandil Balocha is this girl here, Fazia Azim.
Okay, let me just check here.
So her stage name was Kandil Baloch. She's only a couple of years younger than me.
Yeah, got it. Yeah.
So basically, she was a social media celebrity because of her videos on social networks discussing her daily routines, her rights as a Pakistani woman. So she was fighting like rights for Pakistani women.
Yeah.
Her brother Azim decided to strangle her to death while she was asleep. No.
And her brother killed her for that.
Yeah. And now they want me to have someone to kill me instead.
So this person said
that they want
the same thing to happen to you.
Mm-hmm.
Hi, I'm Alexander. I'm a sex worker, also known as Dirty Springbok. So I met Alia on Bumble, where she basically told me that she did OnlyFans and introduced me into this lifestyle that we're both living in now.
Don't kill me.
It'll be fine.
Okay, good. Fine. I believe you.
Priority is you get into your consultation.
It is. I need my boobies doing. That sounds so wrong, doesn't it? Oh, it's a consultation. You think, oh, it's going to be something really serious, a medical consultation. No, I just want to get my titties done.
Well, it is serious.
It is. Of course it is. It's one of the biggest things that I've been... Wow, you've seen me cry over my boobs because I'm so upset by them. And that's only because of all the weight loss. All that stretched skin here. All the hate. How much hate do I get? I'm not doing it for the hate. I'm doing it for me.
When did you want to start heading off to go?
So we need to be ready at 9:30. I was just going to ask, can we see my mum for 5 minutes?
Have us see your mom.
For 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Just want to see her. I've not seen her since she threatened to disown me. What time is it? No, it was last week, not last week, the week before, because my family member got murdered. Yeah. So mum had to go to Pakistan. So I've not seen mum in like 4 months, and that's... But I want to see my mum.
Well, I've not seen your mom since she found out either. So.
You can stay in the car. If you're not comfortable, I'd rather you just stay in the car, let me see her just for 5 minutes, give her a hug and kiss, and say I will make time for you when I've moved. And I just want to see my mum. I really feel that me making pornography, using my cultural upbringing, using the hijab, and I'll always say we'll agree to disagree. You may find it really disrespectful. For me, it's a niche, it's a fetish, it's a kink, it's a role play and a character that I play within my, movies.
So when Alia is wearing her hijab or any traditional outfits or attire in her content, we see it as she's just fulfilling or catering to a niche or a fetish. So if somebody wants to use that to be able to commit some sort of sexual harassment against a woman who's walking down the street wearing a hijab, I think that person should be able to tell from right and wrong. So
I get a lot of hate, and the majority of hate is from the community. It's mainly from Pakistanis. They've had their orgasm or their nut, and then they think, oh God, I can't believe I just did that.
मेरा नाम आमिर महमूद है और मैं एक क्लिनिकल साइकोलॉजिस्ट हूँ और मैं इस्लामाबाद पाकिस्तान में रहता हूँ.
Hi, ma'am. So I'm just going to ask you these questions regarding I guess, the outlook of men in Pakistan and their mindset. The women in their lives, as well as women they see on screens, why do they feel that they have to have that level of control over what a woman does?
Having all of those issues in their life, obviously they have to have some sort of control and power or authority, feeling of authority, in order to be considered as a male in their own heads. Now that's their own, ideal, real self conflicting with their own selves. So obviously every person has an image of their own self in their head. Now, if that image doesn't relate to the ideals set by society and standards of the culture and traditions, obviously you would have some sort of, cognitive dissonance, technically, conflicts within among these boundaries. So in that regards, I'd say it's usually as an expression of control, just so that they could, feel good about their situation.
औरत वो होती है जो घर की चार दीवारी में रहे, उसको औरत कहेंगे. और औरत का जेवर ये नहीं है कि गोल्ड पे पहनाया जाए या उसको हकमैर दिया जाए. उसका जेवर उसका दुपट्टा है, सर का दुपट्टा.
जो औरत है उसको जो हकूक़ मतलब मर्दों पे है वही औरतों पे हैं, ठीक है ना जी. इसमें तो कोई कहने की बात ही नहीं कि जी उनका क्या होना चाहिए. जैसे हकूक़ मर्दों में ऐसी औरतों के लिए. थोड़ा सा पड़ती है, हल्का सा स्कार्फ बांध लिया करें आप, ज़्यादा ना हो ना, चादर ना लें, दुपट्टा ना लें, स्कार्फ तो बांध सकती हैं, वो तो यूरोप में बांध लेती हैं.
ये एक्सपेक्टेशन जो हम रखते हैं वो आती हमारे स्टिग्मास और सोसाइटल कॉन्सेप्ट से, जो कि उसके इर्द गिर्द एक मिस्टिक नॉलेज बना लेते हैं, क्योंकि देयर आर अ लॉट ऑफ मिथ्स रिगार्डिंग सेक्स टू हियर इन पाकिस्तान. सो सेक्स इन इट्स से इज़ जस्ट नेचुरल बायोलॉजिकल प्रोसेस, बट there are huge, misconceptions and myths revolving around it. तो
ये भी एक फहाशी में शुमार होता है. क्यों आप ऐसी बातें करते हैं कि हमने जिनसी तालीम किसी को देनी है? आप अंबिया इकराम अलैहिस्सलाम से देखते आए, किसी ने इस तरह की किताबें किसी को पढ़ाई हैं, अपने बच्चों को पढ़ाई हैं, किसी बेटे को बेटी को पढ़ाई हो कि भाई जिनसी ताल्लुकात इस तरह होते हैं, ये जिनसी तालीम है.
There was no logic to it. There was no logic to what you were saying. Then you asked me about that women burning dupattas. That case was in Karachi. Two sisters were walking with their father in the afternoon, broad daylight. Both of them were in the burqas, total hijab. The hijab. And they're walking with their father, who's mahram, who's considered okay. And they get dragged into an alley and raped. So we were just furious, saying that here two women wearing their hijab, walking with their father, you couldn't be more Islamic than that, and yet they got raped. And that anger was on the Mahal was, what is the point of this dupatta?
It doesn't matter what we do as women. We're always the target. We are sexualized in every sector. We just need to change the entire perspective on how women are looked at.
Your justice is a victim on trial because God forbid a woman breathing can urge you. I get told all the time, oh my God, you're an inspiration. You have grown up very similar to the way I've grown up, and you're doing all of this and you're breaking out of boundaries and you're showing and a lot of people say, you live my wife's fantasies through your content. All these fantasies, all these things that you're doing in your content, my wife would love to do, but won't do it because of the community. And it's interesting that they say that I inspire them, that I give them more of a, I guess, a voice to say, actually, I'm going to do a little bit more for myself. It doesn't mean they're going to go out there and create content. It just means that they can feel a bit more sexually free and be able to like communicate with their, say, their husband or boyfriend and be like, oh, I actually want to try this. What do you think? You know, it's just about opening communication and opening doors for those women.
मेरे ख्याल से 67.5% से ज़्यादा जो है हमारी व्यूअरशिप है पॉर्न की बिटवीन द एजेस ऑफ 16 and 24 years. मुझे लगता है कि रेपिस्ट के लिए अपने आप ही एक थोड़ी सी वो पैदा हो जाती है हमदर्दी कह लें या एक जो विक्टिम ब्लेमिंग है वो अपने आप एक चीज़ बन जाती है और उससे होता ये है कि हम लोग ये कहते हैं कि वो बंदा तो ज़हनी मरीज़ है या वो बंदा तो रेपिस्ट है, तुम्हें उसके सामने नहीं जाना चाहिए था, तुम्हें ऐसे कपड़े पहन के उसको प्रोवोक नहीं करना चाहिए था.
पाकिस्तान का मतलब इस्लामी जमहूरिया ऑफ पाकिस्तान, तो ये हमारा इस्लामी मुल्क है, हमें इस्लामी मुल्क के तहत रहना चाहिए. सही है, हम उसी तरीके से बापर्दा पाकीज़ा बाकिरदार मतलब कि माशरे में रहना चाहिए. ठीक है, इस तरीके के नहीं कि अपने आप को आप नमाइश के लिए यूट्यूब पे या इधर या फेसबुक पे आप इसको यूज़ करें. ये सरासर नाजायज़ है और गलत है. ठीक है, इससे हमारे मुल्क पाकिस्तान पे बड़ा बुरा असरात पड़ते हैं.
मतलब मैं अगर देखूं कि पॉर्न्स अव्वल तो एग्जिस्ट ही नहीं करने चाहिए. उसका रीज़न क्या है कि सेक्सुअल इंटीमेसी ख़त्म हो जाती है पार्टनर्स में से, क्योंकि आपका माइंड उस चीज़ को फैसिनेट कर रहा होता है, आप उस तरह के प्लेजर को कंसिडर कर रहे होते हैं जो कि दैट इज़ नॉट नेचुरल. मतलब द वीडियो वी आर सीइंग वो कितने पार्ट्स में बनी होती है या कितनी चीज़ों से गुजरी हुई होती है, एंड वो जो एक इंटीमेसी आप दो लोगों के दरमियान होती है और आप वो फैंटेसाइज कर रहे होते हैं कि आपको उस तरह का प्लेजर मिलेगा जब नहीं मिलता, तब थिंग्स स्टार्टेड गेटिंग ऑड. फिर बंदों को मज़ा नहीं आता, फिर दे स्टार्टेड क्रेविंग अदर वुमेन कि नहीं यार इससे नहीं मिल रहा, अगली से मिलेगा.
ऑफ कोर्स जो हम देखते हैं और जिस तरह का कंटेंट हम वॉच करते हैं, हम उसी तरीके से जो है वो जज करने लगते हैं औरतों को. और हमारे यहाँ तो वैसे भी औरतों को यही कहा जाता है कि आप पर्दे में रहें, आप घर में रहें, आप बाहर ना जाएं, आप मर्दों से ज़्यादा खुल के बात ना करें. तो वो जो एक वीडियो एक कंटेंट जो दिखाया जाता है उसमें तो उस तरह की कोई बाउंड्रीज़ होती ही नहीं है. तो ऑफ कोर्स आदमी जो हैं वो मेन जो हैं वो औरतों को उसी हिसाब से ऑब्जेक्टिफाई करते हैं कि अच्छा जो औरत घर में नहीं है, जो औरत पर्दे में नहीं है, जो औरत घर से बाहर निकली है, वो फिर उसको मैं किसी भी तरह ट्रीट कर सकता हूँ, उसके साथ मैं कुछ भी करूँ वो हरासमेंट में और उसमें नहीं आएगा. वो उसने कुछ किया है जिसने मुझे प्रोवोक किया कि मैं उसको हरास करूँ.
I think first and foremost, I think the men need to listen more. I think we've had a major problem with even people who are trying to be helpful, they're not listening.
I'm fine with, I've gone out like where I do. I always love to put effort in. It makes me feel like my best self. It makes me feel more motivated. But there's going to be days where I'm not going to be at 100%. And there's days where I'm only at like 5%. And for me, that's just like, that's okay. I'm allowed to have my 5 minutes where I don't look perfect, where I don't have my lashes done, for example, when I've literally not got them, or, you know, my eyebrows are bushy, I've got a bit of, you know, hair coming up on my upper lip, or I've got, you know, hairy legs. I really don't mind that stuff because it's natural, we're human at the end of the day, so. With his sincerest apologies, unfortunately due to unforeseen circumstances, he regretfully has had to cancel today's appointment. Eager to reschedule at your earliest convenience.
Anyway, good thing we didn't drive all the way to Birmingham. It'll be fine, man. It is what it is. We'll reschedule it. But yeah, maybe not with them.
In terms of the boob job, and in terms of, you know, contradictory, it's about how I feel about my body. I know in myself that I've done everything I can to try and make my body the best I can. To my father, hello. I'm without a hijab, just as you feared. Your repression of my thoughts and my body is fighting back today. And it was only going to be for so long that my angst would stay untapped. And now, I'm angry. And I'm hurt. And I'm taking back my power. And my power suits me well. Second attempt. Finally going to get my consultation for my boobies.
Oi, oi, bari hogi. Hi, Rabba.